Okay.
We're live?
We're live.
We're live.
Okay.
All right. Those of you in the chat, we're going to ask a favor. Can you hear us okay? We're live. We're live.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess we can because we forgot to turn off speakers here.
Yep.
So,
Hey, Mike, I heard it just fine.
Yeah, I did too. So, all right. Well, we're off to a good start tonight with plenty of teachable moments.
Hey, speaking of teachable moments, how about those teams that people had the opportunity to choose?
Oh, man. It's a good thing that there's teams tonight. So that way, we'll tell you more about that. But if you haven't joined a team, feel free to join a team. It'll come in super handy. Maybe.
All right.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the weekly installment of Quarantine Disruption. We are here once again doing trivia, once again at Great North. But because we wanted to do something a little bit different, Mike felt like it was time to try a new feature that exists within the Crowd Live platform, and so he enabled something called Teams tonight.
Yep.
Teams are not required, apparently. We thought they were, but they're not required, and it's just something we're trying out. So there isn't a right answer for Teams. There isn't a wrong answer for Teams. Teams were not predetermined. They were simply put up there to see if people would choose them. Mm-hmm. And if they did, which team they'd choose. Apparently, we have a lot of IPA.
Yeah, right now we're kind of going heavy on the team IPA. We have a good number of team RVP as well. You'll take note that if you have ever been to Great North, that they might look familiar because the team names are the beer names. Fancy that.
Fancy that.
Man.
And I am excited to report that you may have seen Northbound as a team name option. I've also been told that it has recently been brewed. So it sounds like we are a few weeks away from having Northbound available, which for folks like me who enjoy lagers and ales means it's a very exciting time here at Great North.
Just right now, though.
No
other time.
I always find something to keep myself occupied. But it's an exciting time.
All right.
So real quick, before we jump into the rule stuff, don't forget, you can actually order, you can still get Great North here at the tap room. So you can pick up hours, so you can pick up to go. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. So we've actually officially just locked the door here as we began trivia. Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. So again, come on in here. There's a couple of folks who are manning the tap room, and you can buy stuff out of the cooler. You can get growlers. Had a really interesting addition to the taps recently with the extra IPA, the Moose Juice Extra IPA. So it was kind of a found keg, if you will.
Yeah, it's back in the tasting room. So if you are looking for growler fills, it is here to be filled on growlers, and then you can drink it.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey, so I don't have the rules open. So do you want to go over the rules tonight?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and bring this up. So if you haven't already done it, you want to go make sure that tonight you have two devices with you. One that you can go ahead and watch this live stream on. Because this live stream is a little bit delayed from the main game, and then also you want to have a device to play on, and you want to make sure you go ahead and go to crowd.live and you're going to enter the code YM4VA on the device.
Did you say YMCA?
YM4VA.
Okay, sorry.
Yep. No, it's a very understandable mistake. If you enter in YMCA, nothing will happen. But you'll find that out when you enter YMCA. So go to crowd.live and enter the code YM4VA. And so kind of go over the rules for tonight. So essentially, the way it works is there are 15 questions. Some of them are going to be multiple choice. Some of them are going to be short answer. We're going to go ahead and read the question. And then after we read the question, we're going to start the timer because you'll have 30 seconds to then answer it. The faster you answer the question, the more points you can score. Every question has a maximum point value of 150 points, and that will immediately go down once we hit start. And so at the end of the game, whoever has the most points will win. And tonight...
Can you repeat that, Mike? I think that's a really interesting clarifying point.
Whoever has the most points will win.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everyone heard that now.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a good one. Yeah, so Josh Delisle, Most points.
Most points.
So the top 3 players tonight are going to actually win a prize, which we'll follow up with those winners afterwards. But then also, just as a try it out kind of thing with the teams, at the end of the night, we're going to be able to go ahead and kind of we'll be able to see who was the top performer, individual players. They'll win a prize. Then we're
top 3.
Top 3, and then we're also going to have the top team can have a chance to win we'll call it a perk. Essentially, the winning team will get 15% off the next time they shop at Great North for the individual who wins. So that person who wants to come in with 40 of their friends. Sorry, only the person who won gets that discount.
Right.
But more details on that.
But every person in the team.
Every person in the team, yes.
Right.
So
every individual
who's on that team.
Yes.
So if and when Team Smokin' wins, all the members of Team Smokin' will get said discount. Now, do the members of Team Smokin' have to be in the top 3? Not at all. It is very likely that they should, but so.
I was just looking on my phone on my DraftKings app, and unfortunately, there's no betting on the teams for tonight's trivia.
All right, so
I was going to put some money on Northbound, but that's just me.
So we'll look into that. We'll work on that for next time. But again, top 3 players will win a prize. The top team will get a perk of 15% off the next time they shop at Great North. And so one more time, if you haven't already, you're going to go to crowd.live and enter the code YM4VA to get to play the game. And I think that's it for the rules. So we're going to cut back over to this here.
Yep. So I was just as you were going through the rules, I was watching you click. We are looking at about a 7 or 8 second delay tonight between live and what you're seeing on the live stream. So again, I'll try to delay the asking of the question and the pressing of the start button so that we get some going. But that's just as a heads up to everybody. It looks like it's about a 7 or 8 second delay tonight. Okay.
So make sure that you are paying attention to the app if you want to win. Mm-hmm. Pay attention to the stream if you want to hear how hilariously not funny we are.
I don't know. I think we're doing really well tonight.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right. So shall we get started?
I think we should.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and pop this over there.
All right.
And Matt, whenever you are ready, go ahead and hit start, the big green button.
Big green button.
And folks, let's begin.
All right. So tonight's first question: Dusty Baker managed what baseball team from 1993 to 2002?
All right, so that's
and
30
start.
seconds.
All right. So Dusty Baker managed what baseball team from 1993 to 2002? This is one of those open form question answer ones, so you just type it in. Mike will hurriedly go behind the scenes to make sure he's marking as many of the correct answers correct as possible. So we'll go from there. But also, it looked like we were right at about just about 60 teams playing tonight, which is pretty cool.
Pretty great. Now, just to clarify, 60 teams is 60 players. We only have 8 teams tonight.
See, Mike. So. See, there you go. You already see. Yep. This is why people listen to the live stream.
Yep.
This kind of stuff. Okay, so our time is up. So Dusty Baker managed what baseball team from 1993 to 2002? The correct answer is the San Francisco Giants. We also would have gotten San Francisco, the Giants, or even SF Giants were acceptable responses. You were behind the scenes clicking stuff too, so
yeah.
Okay.
Yep, always clicking.
Always clicking. So Cubs, Red Sox, Dodgers, Astros, the cheats. The Astros, the cheats, Reds, Phillies, White Sox, Orioles.
So Matt,
lots of answers.
Yep. So before we jump to the next question, not that it is one, but on multiple choice questions, we found out rather hilariously last week that there's a fun thing to pay attention to. When we start the clock on the timer, what happens when you're trying to hurriedly answer the question?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So what happens is from the time I'm reading it to the time I hit start, the screen will actually shift up. All right. So as you go to click on answer B as an example, all of a sudden it'll shift and your clicker will click answer C. So just as a heads up, let the screen shift first.
Yep.
That's a lesson we learned here live in the tap room last week.
Yep. So when you want to be mad at us for the right reasons, not
Correct.
for things that you yourself are responsible for.
There are lots of reasons to be mad at us, but that is not one of them.
No.
All right.
Moving along.
Moving along. Question 2. All right. From 2011 to 2019, Rahm Emanuel served as mayor of what U.S. city? So from 2011 to 2019, Rahm Emanuel served as the mayor of what U.S. city?
It's a pretty good city. I've always been a fan of it. So,
Really?
yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
I
He's for me. He's a White House guy. Like that's where the fact that he was mayor of a city still sort of like throws me off.
Sure. Now, my favorite thing is that during this time there was a Twitter account where they told the adventures of Rahm Emanuel, and as he was seeking out the mayoralship of this town.
Really?
And it is fantastic because it goes quite bizarre, where he befriends a duck and just time travels at one point.
That's a true story, though.
It is.
Yeah. All right. So from 2011 to 2019, Rahm Emanuel served as the mayor of the city of Chicago, Illinois. So Chicago was the correct answer. So that, again, close to where Mike grew up. So very much a hometown feel for him.
We have Jeff on the line saying, for a change, the answer was not Buffalo. Well, the night is young.
Hey,
so
13 questions left, my friend. 13 questions left.
There's some folks from Chicago playing too.
Oh, there are some people from Chicago playing this evening, which is even better. All right, here we go. We're going to move on to question 3. Question 3. Beirut is which country's largest city?
Well, the answer is not Buffalo.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay.
But
Beirut is which country's largest city? Is the question. For me, Beirut is a ping pong table drinking game. That's what I know Beirut as.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
I don't think door is the correct answer though, or table. But otherwise,
okay,
you're not wrong. And we are being very forgiving on spelling tonight.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, that's good to know. Because sometimes spelling does count, but apparently not in this case. All right, so our timer is up. Beirut is which country's largest city? The correct answer is Lebanon. Not to be confused with Lebanon, New Hampshire. It is the country of Lebanon. I do not like Concord, and I do not like Lebanon when people are referring to New Hampshire city names.
Yeah, well, it's even more fun when you get out of New England and you get into like the Midwest, and things here are pronounced very differently there. So here we have Quincy. Back home, it's called Quincy. All right, and then also there is like the wonderful state of Oregon. We have a city in Illinois called Oregon.
Interesting, like Oregon Trail.
Oh yeah, just like that. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Moving on.
Okay.
Question 4. In Mark Brown's Arthur books, the title character is which animal? So our options are A, aardvark, B, anteater, C, bison, or D, chimpanzee. And do you like how I said bison? Because it is not bison, it is bison.
I misheard it as Biden.
No, it is not Joe Biden.
It's not potential presidential.
Just jumping ahead there, huh? Yeah. President Biden, you're just jumping right ahead.
Yeah, Arthur the Bison, Arthur the Biden. So, yeah, just rolls right off your tongue.
Right, it's so smooth.
Yeah, so smooth. So,
we have a lot of Arthur fans in the house. I'm just throwing that out there right now. All right, so in Mark Brown's Arthur books, the title character is which animal? The correct answer is A, aardvark.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and we said we had a lot of fans of Arthur here. 87% of our people knew that he was not a presidential elect nominee, or whatever the actual term is for that. So, all right, moving right along.
Moving on. Question 5. Fill in the blank. The Miami blank have won the Super Bowl twice. Now, don't get thrown off by the number of dashes in here. That we have found that has nothing to do with the answer.
No. However, Sound Machine does fit.
Sound Machine does fit.
Yeah, and so it will not be correct, but it does fit.
So fill in the blank. The Miami blank have won the Super Bowl twice.
And once again, we are being very forgiving on spelling of how things work. So.
And Mike already gave away Sound Machine is not the right answer.
As much of a fan of everyone is of Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine.
All right.
That is not the answer, even though I think that they did play the Super Bowl more than once.
Who knows? Who knows? All right, so we're filling in the blank. The Miami Dolphins have won the Super Bowl twice. So the correct answer is Dolphins, which we seem to not have. There seem to be
zero worry about that one being correct.
More people knew that Arthur was an aardvark than knew that the Miami Dolphins won the Super Bowl. I just want to point that out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We should know our crowd.
We should.
We love sports ball here.
Yep. Do you want to do a quick score update? Just maybe the top three, and maybe show off the teams.
Yes. Let's do that. Let me.
You want to do teams first, or you want to do players first?
Oh, let's do the top 5 players.
Okay.
And then we can do the top. Okay, so quick top 5 here. Regal Beagle, 5th place with 591 points. Jack Torrance, 4th place, 619. Floor Hockey Dropouts, strong showing, top 3, 628 points. Jeff in stoked to be here, 648, and at the top, Matt and Kristen, team effort. Matt and Kristen at the top, 669.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at team rankings, because this is the first time we've looked at team rankings.
I don't even know how to look at team rankings, Mike.
All right, well, here we go. So we have team rankings up here right now, and surprisingly, the way this works is it is an average of the number of players on the team, ultimately determining how the teams work. Right now, it looks like Smokin' is in the lead, followed by Northbound by a little bit.
All right, so folks in Northbound, 2nd place team, I need you to step up, because again, it was not available in my DraftKings app, but I would have put money on Northbound, so I need that to happen tonight. And also there may be some people here in the tap room who are pro team Smokin'.
Yep.
Just saying out loud.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, moving right along.
All right, how do I go? Okay, I know how to go back.
Yep, let's push the button.
Push the button. Moving on. Question 6. Tom Hanks played Josh Baskin in which film? A. Big. B. Joe versus the Volcano. C. Sleepless in Seattle. Or D. Splash.
So it's probably a little bit of a. I wonder if it's kind of like a throwaway here, because Joe versus the Volcano. That's not Josh Baskins, unless it's just kind of maybe a nickname.
I don't know.
Josh Baskins is his nickname.
Yeah, Joe is he's like Josh Jr. and he goes by Joe or something.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Also, did you hear? It's like Disney Plus or one of the new streaming services has edited the movie Splash.
Oh my!
So that when Daryl Hannah goes into the water and you see her behind, they've actually now just elongated her hair, digitally elongated her hair, so that it covers her as she goes into the water.
All right.
That's the world we live in.
Well, I really hope that's Disney Plus, because that somehow seems about right. So.
All right. So question 6. Tom Hanks played Josh Baskin in the movie. In which film? The answer is A. Big. And once again, like with Arthur, very big Tom Hanks crew here, knowing the movie Big. So
very large.
Very large.
So
large.
Very large.
Good different word than big. Question 7. What was the name of the leading actress of the show Mad About You, starring opposite Paul Reiser? So who was the actress that starred opposite Paul Reiser in the TV show Mad About You?
So now this is also to be pointed out, this is the TV show Mad About You.
But we're also looking for the name of the actress, not the name of the character she played.
Correct. And we also were not looking for the actress playing opposite Paul Reiser in Aliens. Because that's not a TV show.
How about the opposite Paul Reiser in the TV show Stranger Things?
Ooh. Let's see, what else has Paul Reiser been in?
I think that's it.
That's about it, actually. I think there was a movie. I feel like he was the guy from the Boku commercials.
No, wasn't he in the movie about all the divorced dads? I don't even remember the name of that movie, but
was that Parent Trap?
No, not that one.
So.
Anyway, so what was the name of the leading actress of the show Mad About You, starring opposite Paul Reiser? The correct answer is Helen Hunt. Helen Hunt.
And I am now correcting
of Twister fame. I think is probably maybe where we would
Twister fame. Also, Can't Hardly Wait. The one with not John Cusack. The one with the dog. He'll get to me.
Not as good as it gets.
That's
as good as it gets.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Get to it.
Did you get the answers?
I did, yes.
Okay, all right, good. Moving on, question 8. Which type of meat is traditionally served in a French dip sandwich? A, beef, B, chicken, C, ham, or D, turkey?
Unfortunately, there's not a right answer for this one because buffalo is a very common choice here. Actually, not at all. But
I don't know that you could go wrong with any of those choices.
no,
That's maybe where I would land.
no, it's pretty spot on. I'm not sure how some of those meats would work though in a with an au jus sauce, but
Yeah, it's true.
No.
I don't like the French dip sandwich because the bread is too crispy for me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of razor sharp in your mouth.
Yeah, I don't really like the feeling of like having my mouth like chewed up by what I'm eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, question 8: what type of meat is traditionally served in a French dip sandwich? We got some people who know their meats. The answer is A, beef. Beef is the traditional meat served in a French dip sandwich.
Yep. No, there was very few people who questioned if it would be anything but.
But
So,
yeah, well, because buffalo was not an option.
it's true.
We should
It's
have
true.
put buffalo in there just to throw people
would
off.
have been very confusing.
Yep.
Yeah. Tom Hanks and buffalo. So.
Question 9. If I were on top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, what would I have lost when somebody sneezed? So if I were on top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, what would I have lost when somebody sneezed?
So, Matt, there's a kids category in this game that we have previously not played with.
Well, I am doing everything in my power to refrain myself from singing the song that goes along with this.
I think I know exactly which answer is from Josh Delisle here tonight. So, and folks, we definitely appreciate when people put the wrong answers for things.
If you don't know, the more creative the guess, the better.
All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at what those possible answers were tonight.
All right. So question 9: if I were on top of spaghetti all covered with cheese, what would I have lost when somebody sneezed? The correct answer is meatball. Meatball.
Yeah.
But the best answer that somebody provided was virginity. Somebody wrote in virginity, and honestly, if you're on top of spaghetti and you are covered with cheese and someone sneezes, there's a really good chance that virginity is getting lost.
Yeah. It's been a while, but
Just saying, in that particular scenario, it's a great potential outcome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do one more question. Let's get through question 10, and then we'll check out some scores again.
Sounds like a thing.
All right, one more. Here we go. Ready? On to question 10. The movie Remember the Titans focuses on which sport? All right, so the movie Remember the Titans focuses on which sport? Our options are A, baseball, B, basketball, C, football, or D, soccer. Which I guess if we're thinking about Remember the Titans sports aside, it's really more of a race relations movie.
Right.
I mean, if we're really being serious about it.
Yeah. No, it's
Not a sport.
not a sport.
Not a sport.
Not at all.
All right. So baseball, basketball, football, soccer are our options here.
Well, man, it looks like our digital crowd, our virtual audience, is much more knowledgeable on sports than when we play live.
Well, the question would be: is this a sports question or is it a movie question?
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So I guess we should just ask questions about sports movies.
Because I honestly, and we might be safer there because my guess is more people that are usually congregate here when we do trivia have seen sports movies than probably pay attention to sports.
Most likely.
Just saying.
All
So
right.
the answer to the Remember the Titans, it is football. Football. American football is the correct answer. Option C. Answer C.
With a
All right.
resounding 94%. The
Yeah,
answer
strong,
there, so.
strong answer. Strong answer. I do appreciate the people who answered soccer. Global football, if you will,
It
world
was a
football.
valiant effort, but you're completely wrong.
Completely wrong. Couldn't be more wrong.
No, this
I
is-
don't think they played football or soccer in Virginia until probably the late '80s. I don't know, just guessing.
Yeah, if that.
If that.
That's an early guess.
All right, so let's check out some scores.
All right, so we're going with single players.
Single players. Okay, I wasn't sure where you were
look
going
at
there.
that. There has been a change.
Whoa! No, there hasn't.
No, yeah, there has.
No, there hasn't. Matt and Kristen are still at the top.
Oh, they're still at the top, but everyone else, though.
All right. I appreciate the fact that the one and only Josh Delisle finds himself in 5th place after 2/3 of the game here. That's what she said. Coming roaring from behind, 1,239 points. Regal Beagle in 3rd. Jack Torrance moved up to 2nd. And Matt and Kristen holding strong at the top. I do want to point out that we have, 6 teams have answered all of the questions correctly.
Ooh, that's good. And how many people have actually answered the questions?
Many, most.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Good job, everybody.
Good job, everybody.
All right, so let's look at those teams here real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it looks like we have it changed. Looks like you got your wish. So you got your wish there, Matt.
I don't know where to look for this, Mike.
Look at the screen, Matt.
Oh, right there.
Northbound
Yes.
has taken the lead.
All right, hey, Northbound folks, really good job. Northbound in 1st. Smokin' has dropped precipitously to 2nd place, and Hazy Rotation now in 3rd. Although very, very close. Tie-Dye is very close to the top 3 there. So just want to point that out. All right. So let's continue on here,
Yes.
Mike. Should keep moving. Question 11. My screen stopped moving. Okay. The film Passion of the Christ was directed by who? So we're looking for who directed the movie Passion of the Christ. One I don't think I've finished in its entirety yet.
No, well that's fair. I mean,
And it's not a recent release. I'm just saying it like.
No. I mean, like,
Was it longer than The Irishman?
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah. I mean, like, I can safely say that I would put other films above it. Life of Brian, for one. But
Old Yeller, like
Old Yeller, Old Yeller. Let's see here. What else? Tron. But like, I mean, they're all very similar in plot and premise.
All right. Are you clicking correct answers back there?
Well, this one, me Gibson will take, I guess. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
No,
All right,
so
The film Passion of the Christ was directed by who? The correct answer is the one and only Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is the correct. All right, so if you're like Mike and you just got yourself a fresh beer, I want to point out that Great North now does delivery on orders of $40 or more. They do Greater Manchester, Hooksett, Goffstown, Londonderry, Derry, Portsmouth, Dover, Rochester.
Oh wow!
Concord, Hopkinton, Epsom, and this is the good group down here at the bottom. Nashua, Merrimack, Bedford, and Amherst.
Oh, those are all towns I know.
Those are all towns you know. So the key to this though, delivery days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and orders received by 10 a.m. on those days will get delivered on that day.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you have to plan ahead for when you want to drink a lot. So,
or you're going to get it a day or two later.
So order before 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for delivery tomorrow.
yep. So you want to make sure you order before 10 o'clock tomorrow morning in order to get deliveries for tomorrow, Friday.
Correct. 10 a.m. day of. So tomorrow, next delivery day is Friday. So order by 10 a.m. to get delivery tomorrow. And if you miss your window, if you don't happen to motivate by 10 a.m. and get your order in, which I would say if you're going to do it right after trivia, like CJ did last week. CJ Just Champ did it last week. But the tap room is open, so come in the tap room Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. So point that out. All right, moving on.
All right.
Question 12. Natalie Maines is a member of which band? So Natalie Maines is a member of which band? Your options are the Dixie Chicks, Florida Georgia Line, Lone Star, or the Zac Brown Band.
At first when I saw this, I was thinking that the answer was 10,000 Maniacs, but I was very, very wrong.
Were you thinking Natalie Merchant? Is that who you were thinking of?
I was, yes.
I want to point out that I'm disappointed that all four of these options are technically like country bands.
Well, that is how genres work.
Right.
Yes. So
we have both kinds of music here, country and western.
That's right.
All right, just checking. Here, Bob's Big Boy.
Bob's Country Bunker.
Bob's Country Bunker. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. All right. Question 12. Natalie Maines is a member of which band? Your options were Dixie Chicks, Florida Georgia Line, Lone Star, or Zac Brown Band. We have a big country contingent in the house tonight because most of you knew the correct answer was the Dixie Chicks. The Dixie Chicks is the correct answer.
Well, they also haven't released an album in about 35 years. So
I heard it. I heard there's one in the works.
Yep, I thought it had come out, but I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, I think Howard Stern
I
was talking about it.
10,000 Maniacs, and I was also very excited. So,
You were excited for the Lilith Fair concert this summer?
who isn't?
All right, here we go. Question 13. In 2015, Kendrick Lamar released the album To Pimp a Blank. So in 2015, Kendrick Lamar released the album To Pimp a Blank. We're looking for the blank.
Yeah. Now, for those of you who might recognize that this is not a question, we are in fact looking for you to fill in the blank. So,
Yeah, it didn't say fill in the blank. I guess is the I'm the guy that reads what's on the screen. I am Ron Burgundy in that way. I would also like to point out I'm excited that we actually have a hip hop question in here. Because remember, rap is something you do, hip hop is something you live. So.
All right. Well, we've got some interesting answers in here that ranging from Rob North to whore.
Wow.
So it's,
wow, there are a lot.
So I'm pretty sure those are the very opposite ends of the spectrum there.
All right.
But I could be wrong.
So 2015, Grammy Award-winning artist Kendrick Lamar released the album called To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly is the correct answer. So, again, a good almost half the people got the answer right.
Almost half.
But Rob North and Kardashian, not the correct answer. Just pointed out. Although we think Lisa may have answered Rob North. We're not sure. Okay. 2 questions left?
2 questions left.
Do we want to look at scores?
No.
Okay, we don't. Mike has made the determination. He gave the thumbs down. We're moving on. Question 14. The tibia is a bone in which part of the body? A, arm, B, back, C, foot, or D, leg?
Well, I'm glad that this is a multiple choice because I would have said inside.
An inside bone?
The inside part of the body is where you'll find this bone. Okay. So.
All right. I mean, not incorrect, but not an option available.
No.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And I guess inside, because if you had an outside, you're in trouble.
Most
if your
likely,
bone is on the outside, you're in trouble.
If that bone is on the outside and not connected to you, you're definitely in trouble.
Definitely, yeah. All right. So tibia is a bone in which part of the body? The correct answer is D, leg. Because if you did, foot bone is connected to the, I don't know how it goes.
The bone.
Yeah, and then it gets
Yeah, the
like
bone's
up to,
connected to the.
like the leg bone. That's the
Tibia.
actual, yeah. All right. All right. Last question.
Oh man, oh man, oh shucks.
Oh man, oh man. All right. Here we go. Last question. This is possibly going to determine our winner. Our 3 individual winners.
No, it will determine the winner because it's the last question.
No, but maybe because we never looked at scores, maybe the top score, they don't even have to answer to win at all.
Oh,
maybe
man.
they're 151 points ahead. We don't know. We don't, because you
find
wouldn't let me look. We
We'll
don't
find
know.
out.
All right, here we go. Last question. Question 15. In the Northern Hemisphere, what event occurs when the North Pole reaches its maximum tilt towards the sun? So to repeat, in the Northern Hemisphere, which is where we are, right?
Yes.
Right? What event occurs when the North Pole reaches its maximum tilt towards the sun? So that is what we're looking for. This is not an easy one. We left people with one of the tougher ones of the night. This is no Josh Baskin question.
It's
for
not
certain.
Josh Baskin, no.
Okay. Here we go. We're counting it down. Northern Hemisphere, North Pole, maximum tilt towards the sun. What do we got here? The correct answer. You done?
I am done.
Okay. The correct answer is summer solstice. It is the summer solstice which occurs when the North Pole reaches its maximum tilt towards the sun. I believe that is June 20th? Summer solstice?
I will find out next time when we ask when the date is.
Yeah,
for
I
the
do.
summer
I do
solstice.
believe it is June. I do. Okay, now can we look at scores?
We can look at scores.
Okay,
now.
so to remind people, top 3 teams are gonna win a prize from Great North in the form of gift cards, I believe, and then the winning team. So individual, the winning team is gonna get the top team, the individuals inside the top team, 15% off the next time they are for themselves the next time they are here at Great North or shop at Great North.
That is correct.
Okay. So, can we look?
Yep.
All right. So our team, we're going to do teams first?
No, because we're doing solos, because I hit that button first.
All right. So, in third place, with 1,826 points, floor hockey dropouts.
Man.
Coming from nearly out of nowhere, Steve Roleo? Let's go with that. Steve! Congrats, man. 1850 second place. And almost wire to wire, I think. Matt and Kristen, 2,044 points.
Wow. Well done. Good job. And you can't see us right now, but man, we're super excited for you.
And it looks like 3 teams. Yeah, 3 teams got all 15 questions correct tonight.
That's awesome.
Nice job. My brother, apparently, if that's the Pat, if Pat is the Pat, he got them all right, but somehow was really slow on the draw and finished in 7th place behind Josh Delisle.
Well, you know, when you have to Google on the third computer what the answer is.
It's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Right, so should we look at the teams now for sure?
I would like to look at the teams. Can we do that now?
Yep, and the teams are up. Oh, there we go. Team Northbound for the win.
I can't wait to collect my winnings.
Yep.
I don't know who I bet against, but all right. So Northbound winner, with an average of 13 out of 15 questions correct. That is just awe-inspiring. Yep. But I want to point out hazy rotation, 12.9 questions correct. So 0.1 points out. And I also want to put smoking fell way down.
Yeah.
Way down. So congrats to Team Northbound. You guys, the individuals in there will receive the way in which to get the 15% off for themselves.
Yep. So we'll follow up with you with an email with details as to how you can go ahead and benefit from that, and then it will be good to go for that. So
one other thing I want to point out. So like Northbound was brewed recently and is expected to come out, so is the new brew between Great North, Moat Mountain, Woodstock, Smutty, and Great Rhythm, which is going to be called Gratuity. And it's 100% of the proceeds are going to benefit the New Hampshire Hospitality Employee Relief Fund. So I know that's something you and I have been talking with the crew here at Great North about. We're going to do a special fundraiser edition version of trivia when that is released, raise some additional funds, get word out about the new brew, but that's coming soon, probably very early next month.
Yep. And so we'll have more details on that as we get closer to the date. So
again, to-go hours here at Great North, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 to 7, Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 4, delivery, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Get your orders in by 10 a.m. So now that trivia is over, go online, order your beer to be delivered tomorrow. Manchester, Hooksett, Goffstown, Londonderry, Derry, Portsmouth, Dover, Rochester, Epsom, Hopkinton, Concord, Nashua, Merrimack, Bedford, and Amherst. I am Matt. That is Mike. Thank you for joining us for Dolph Hoyt Presents Trivia here at Great North Quarantine Relief Edition. We may be doing this again next week. We're doing this again next week?
We're doing it again next week.
I think we'll do it again next week. Why not? People seem to be having fun with it. So see you back here next week. Thanks for joining.